Welcome to Farmer Lee and Mr. Mouse in the Hibiscus Tea Adventure.
Hey kids, Farmer Lee here, and today we're going to talk about the Hibiscus Adventure. Oh gosh, I like this one. Well, once upon a time, like all good stories, Mr. Mouse was sitting under the front porch just watching clouds come in on an early morning. And he started thinking, I'd like a cup of hibiscus tea. So he goes, okay, I'm going to go over to the kitchen hole and go on in and see if I can get one. Well, Mr. Mouse gets up and heads over to the kitchen hole and goes right inside. He looks around, he sees Sue Mouse. He says, hello, Sue Mouse. And Sue Mouse turns around and says, well, Mr. Mouse, what are you doing up so early? And Mr. Mouse says, well, Sue Mouse, I was just wondering if I could get a glass of hibiscus tea just to go watch it in the morning. And Sue Mouse goes, oh, would you like a glass of hibiscus tea, huh? And Mr. Mouse goes, yes, I would. So Sue Mouse says, well, why don't you go over to the pantry, open it up, and get the hibiscus tea tin? And Mr. Mouse goes, okay. So he goes over there, opens up the pantry, and gets the tin out. He opens it up, and he looks in it, and he goes, Sue Mouse, there's no hibiscus tea in here. And Sue Mouse goes, well, I wonder what happened to it all. Somebody must have drank it all up. And Mr. Mouse goes, yeah, I guess I've been having a glass every day, haven't I? And Sue Mouse goes, yes, you have. Well, I wonder who's going to replenish it. And Mr. Mouse goes, well, I guess I should. And she said, well, yes, you should. Well, you go over to the barn, find Ben Mouse, and talk to him, and he'll get you the equipment and show you where they're at. And Mr. Mouse goes, okay, well, yeah, I'll do that. And he goes back out to the front porch. Well, Mr. Mouse was thinking, you know, I'm part of this family, and I have chores, and I need to take some responsibility for doing my chores. So I think I better go and get the hibiscus tea. Yeah, so Mr. Mouse gets up, and he goes over to the barn. Well, Mr. Mouse goes inside the barn and looks. He sees Ben Mouse in the back side of it. So he goes back over there and says, hello, Ben Mouse, how are you doing? And Ben Mouse turns around and says, Mr. Mouse, what are you doing here so early in the morning? And Mr. Mouse says, well, Sue Mouse sent me over here because we need some hibiscus tea leaves to make hibiscus tea. And she said that you could help me. And Ben Mouse goes, yes, I can help you. Well, what you're going to have to do is take the cart and this knife and go over to the hibiscus trees and climb up them and cut one off. And you know where they're at, right? And Mr. Mouse goes, yeah, they're over there by the strawberry patch. And Ben Mouse says, yes. So now, just like every time, you have to go fast, get over there, and climb up there and cut them down. And of course, like always, don't dawdle. Well, Mr. Mouse goes, oh, okay. And so he gets over there to the hole and he zooms on over to the hibiscus trees. Well, Mr. Mouse gets over to the post where the hibiscus trees are located. He looks up and he goes, oh goodness, it's way high up there. I don't know if I can do this. Yes, I can. Gets his courage up, he looks around and says, I can do this. I gotta get that hibiscus leaf and cut it. He heads onto the post, he gets ready, he starts to climb up, just jumps on it, heads on up. He's climbing and he's climbing. Oh, ow, that hurt. Oh goodness, I gotta be careful. He keeps on going. He heads on up, he gets on up to the very top. He goes, oh goodness, this is really high. He says, I gotta do this. Jumps out on the board and heads on over to where the hibiscus leaf is located. He sees it, he gets his knife out, and he cuts it off. And it falls down to the ground. He rushes down there, picks it up, and puts it in the cart, and he doesn't dawdle, and he heads back to the house. Well, Mr. Mouse gets back to the house with the hibiscus, and he takes it inside, and Sue Mouse goes, oh, I'm sure glad you did your chore. Thank you. Well, I'm going to have to dry it out, and tomorrow you can have a cup of hibiscus tea. Is that going to be delicious for him? Well, you all have a good day.
The end. Remember to subscribe below for more adventures in your imagination.